Hey, Charlotte. Hi, talking doll. What can I do for you? I have a question. Okay, what's your question? Why can't depressed people just be happy? You know, just cheer up, buttercup. Why didn't I think of that? That is so profound. Thank you. You've saved my life. Anybody who has heard that one before has probably wanted to do that. I used to react, I'm not straight here, hold on. I'm straight, but the camera's not straight. I used to react pretty badly to people that would say stuff like that. Why don't you just cheer up, think happy thoughts, like we're in a Peter Pan movie. And cheer up, buttercup. I really dislike that one immensely. Um, I just I don't understand why that's a go-to, to be honest. Because if I could just cheer up, if I could just, I don't know, if I could just think happy thoughts and sprinkle the fairy pixie dust on myself to be happy when I'm in a depressive episode, don't you think I would do that? I don't enjoy feeling this way. And nobody that has ever had anxiety or depressive episode or genuinely has chronic depression or any of the other depressive disorders or anxiety disorders. I have a twofer. I have chronic depression disorder and I also have generalized anxiety disorder. So I've got two acronyms connected there. But don't you think we would have done it? There are very few people in this world that I can go, okay, that person genuinely enjoys being miserable. I do know a few people like that, but I can tell you I am not one of them. And I did. I used to react with quite a bit of anger. I never threw anybody across the room, but I wanted to. And I've reacted with explosive anger. Like, I can't get it out because I'm so angry. But I have come to the conclusion that there are people who say it out of ignorance. There are others who say it because they don't know what else to say. And still others who they don't understand what kind of harm that causes or how ignorant that sounds to someone who has depression. So I can't speak for everybody that has depression, but here is what goes through my mind when someone says, just cheer up. Just think happy thoughts. God loves you. And I'm not saying that God doesn't love me. I'm not saying that Jesus doesn't love me. I know that. I'm very clear on that. But just throwing that at me is not helpful. And genuinely what goes through my head first is, how dare you? Because I do, like any other human, react negatively first. And then it's, well, great. I'm not acting according to societal norms. Once again, what a loser. And then that just pushes me back down into, or up into the spiral, or just makes me feel like, well, garbage. 9 times out of 10 when I'm in an episode, or even if I'm just having a blah day, because you don't have to be like completely down in the dumps, don't want to get out of bed to be in a depressive episode. I call them my light episodes. I've been having one for like 3 weeks, a very steady medium to light episode. But when you're in the throes of that and someone throws something like that at you and you've got those thoughts on top of all the other thoughts that are whirling through your head, I know for me, it's hard for me to articulate anything. And so generally my first reaction always was, now I just don't speak, but my first reaction was to immediately go for the throat verbally. And that's not productive. That's not good for you. That's not good for them. And if I can't articulate what I need to say to them, I just say, hey, I know you're trying something here. I'm not sure what it is, but I do need either you to step away or I need to step away because I need to process everything right now. And sometimes that works. Sometimes people are I want to fix everything. And when someone asks you for a moment, just give them a moment. I mean, in any situation, it doesn't have to be in a depressed, someone in depression or anxiety. It's just give them their space to think or process. And that's when I generally walk away. And other times, if I can calm myself down enough, I go, I understand that you're trying to be helpful. However, that's not helpful for me right now. My mind isn't in that place. I'll get it there, but here's how that affected me. And the goal isn't to make them feel bad. It's to help them understand that that's a trigger. And it's not helpful. It's more harmful than good. And honestly, if you don't know what to do or what to say when someone is having an episode or in a mood or panic attack, anxiety, don't say anything. Just being there, honestly, if you're someone that you know that person very well, is helpful. If you're not really familiar with that individual, walking away is the best thing you can do because it's embarrassing. We know it's embarrassing that if you're someone who's verbal with your anxiety or depression or because I know sometimes I am, it's very embarrassing when there's someone there that I don't quite know very well and it's like, well, great, they just heard everything. Now if it's someone like my sister there, I'm not as embarrassed because A, I know she gets it, and B, she loves me and she'll let me go up and come down as as I need to, or my mom or my dad. So it's already embarrassing and we're already self-conscious, and I know I'm using a royal we here, and again, I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying that everybody with depression or anxiety is like this, but I am, and I know a lot of people who are. So if that's something that you use or a phrase that you use, I just ask that you take that out of your vocabulary. Just because it does no good. It's not helpful at all, whether you intended it to be or not. It's just really not. So for all of my people that still react out of anger, I just ask you to remember that which angers you controls you. So take it out of that, set of anger and into the I need to step away. And don't overanalyze their intent, because when you start doing that, you start spiraling. So take care of you, do what you need to do. The other side of it, the people that are witnessing it or trying to be helpful, don't say that. I don't like giving commands to people because I don't feel like I should control other people's lives. But if you truly want to be helpful, take that phrase out of your vocabulary. All right, that's really all I had for you guys today, except for, and also to show you my semi-awesome makeup. You see this? Oh, that part's not very good. Is it okay there? I'm still learning. Got all this fallout. Still learning though. This is part of my trying to boost my self-confidence stuff. But yeah, you don't really care about my makeup. I'm also really disturbed by how Even though I'm looking at the camera, my eyes are never actually pointed in the right direction. That is so weird. Anyway, there's my ADHD moment. Again, just keep what I've said in mind, and love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day.